so if you didn't watch the video about eating leftovers, go back to that. Learn a little bit about why it's so important that you don't have a steady habit of eating leftovers. The toxins inside of leftovers that we just don't know the process of the cooking and then the process of cooling it down and the process of holding it. If there was an interruption or some kind of issue during either one of those parts of the storing process, you might find that there are toxins that build up, there are bacteria, all kinds of things can crop up. And we see sometimes in public health, there'll be a big outbreak of listeria from a certain lettuce company. And, it's actually, if you think about it, it's either almost always from some sort of animal feces or human feces. And I don't want to be gross, but I live in California and we live near the biggest agricultural center in the United States. And I'm here to tell you these fields are humongous. And the people who work in them, who harvest all of these things, or they drive the trucks, there's always some level of hand harvesting with a lot of things like lettuce and berries and things that we eat raw. So I'm sure if they have to go to the bathroom, they're not, there's not a shack nearby. They're probably going where they work, hopefully in a safe place. But these fields are humongous. So the reason I'm sharing this with you on a YouTube video is I don't think people think about that and the nature of agriculture in our country. And it impacts you on your microbiome level. Okay. Like I could really go into it even deeper, talking about a person but we don't need to do that. But that is the extent that my awareness is. And that's what I'm trying to do for you is improve your awareness. So eating leftovers, we're moving on. I just wanted to expand a little bit more on the concept of toxins and the microbiomes of the body. So, one of the things that we do when we eat fresh food, so if you eat fresh food every day, so I'm not eating chili out of a can, I'm not eating some kind of soup from that was pre-made at the grocery store. That's not fresh. So what I'm talking about. We don't know how it was stored. We don't know if it was made today. It may have been made yesterday or 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Okay. So what I'm talking about is food that's fresh. It's something that you have made and now you eat it. Like you made it right then and there. I'm not talking about if there's a personal chef, a private chef, unless everything's just organized for you to cook. That's a little different. But if it has been made by someone and stored, then you might have some issues. So if you're someone who has diarrhea from time to time, or you get gas, or stagnation, or some sort of digestive issue, that's the first thing to look at is are you having fresh food with plant fiber and all of the recipes for a healthy microbiome in your stomach. Those are the recipes. Fresh food that's generally cooked or washed really well and doused with vinegar or some sort of lemon juice or something to just sort of kill off anything that's too weird. Although cooking is the best. Okay, so if you're eating those things and drinking enough water to balance the fiber that you're eating so you don't get constipated, which could be an issue. So water, fresh food, fresh vegetables, lots and lots of vegetables. Okay. I'm not even going to go into meat until another time, but vegetables are great. Eating enough water. And then you are hydrating throughout the day. You have to have water throughout the day. That is the best system for you to have robust digestion and to have, be free from malaise, free from disease. And if you are free from malaise, I mean, if you do have a disease, if you are having some sort of sickness, the first thing you need to attend to is having some fresh food, having a hot soup, having some warm tea. Teas can be magnificent for you to reset your digestion. Like a warm tea can be the elixir of all elixirs. You don't need to have Tums. You don't need some other kind of digestive pill. I don't know when. I think I was a little kid was the last time I took that kind of stuff. You don't need to take that stuff. Drink a mint tea. Drink a lemongrass tea. Drink a green tea. That's going to help you. And then when you eat this way, the tissues in the lining of your tummy, your digestive organs, small intestine, large intestine, they get to be cleared out and refreshed as you digest, and it's eliminating, and then it gets to be free, and it's not always taxed with snacking and eating gunky food like ice cream and cake and cookies all the time. That's where the sugar is a real problem, is that you eat the sugar of those sorts of foods and they're hard to digest. So that all of that stuff, all those ingredients can hang around in your stomach and rot. And then it creates inflammation in the tissues of the stomach. That's what happens. Some people don't think about this abstractly and don't think about the practical nature of it. And it's literally literal. It would be like if you put sugar on your skin every day. It would do the same thing if you wore cookie dough on your skin every day. You know how hard that is to clean off. Butter, so hard to get off. It's so sticky. Same thing in your stomach. So the reason butter can be gunky is that they have milk solids in them, and that keeps that waxiness of the butter there. So then it's hard to clear off. That's why ghee is preferred in the Vedic culture and the Indian culture. Ghee is written about all the time in the Vedic texts, like this elixir, and it's because it's easily absorbable. You don't have the solids that clog the arteries, etc. It's very healthy for a young person to start with and then grow with. If you already have cholesterol problems, if you already have real big issues, ghee can be a counter to that, but you need to work with a practitioner. You may be far gone and the ghee won't do so much. It might cause more problems, especially if you're on lipid medicine. So you need to work with a holistic practitioner to organize yourself around any of these. Just a little disclaimer. And I think I'm going to stop there. But thank you so much for watching and learning about your health. I can't wait to see you in the next video here on YouTube. Mwah. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye.